Coverage of 20 Tiger home games broadcast live from Tiger Stadium. Plus, On subscribers receive this colorful guide every month, full of stories and information about what's showing on On. On TV still costs less than 75 cents a day. It's available now, and there's no cable needed. So call 583-2200 and get On TV today.
Is your child safe from accidental poisoning? The East Michigan Environmental Action Council has a free booklet to help you poison-proof your home. Call 879-6040. Choose Ben Frazier and Jennifer Moore tonight at 5:30.
Donna, there is nothing to worry about.
Justin, there is plenty to worry about. How many times do I have to tell you that Hannibal is a terrible man? He's gonna cause trouble, and I don't want you or Gregory near him.
I don't know why you're getting so upset. I've taken care of Hannibal. I've told him very plainly that I don't want him interfering with my family. He says he's only interested in Marshall Oil's success.
Justin, please, just promise me you'll stay away from him.
I can't do that, Donna.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, you've got a lot of money invested in Hannibal's companies.
I don't care about the money.
But I do. And I have made a decision.
Justin, what are you planning on doing?
I'm going to do a little investigating. Find out how well Mr. Hannibal is really doing.
Rena?
Brett! Oh, boy, is it good to see you. Oh. Oh, honey, it's so good to have you back home.
Well, same here.
You're looking pretty good considering the ordeal you've been through.
Well, I'll tell you, aside from being a little tired, I feel pretty good.
You had us all worried to death. You know that.
I know, and I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I'm just grateful that you all made it back home safely.
You don't know how happy I am to be here.
It must have been absolutely awful out there, huh?
Got pretty hairy.
Well, I got 1,000 questions to ask you. Don't worry, I can wait until you rest.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But I put you on notice that when we do talk, it's no holds barred. Now, I want to hear everything.
It's a deal.
Oh, Brett, what's important is that you're back home.
Yes. Home.
What is it, Brett?
Brett, don't you think we owe it to our children to make every effort to spend some time with them? All of us together.
They're no longer children, Judith.
I've made a decision, my darling. I'm going to stay in Houston. I want to really get to know my family again.
You're going to stay in Houston?
How else can I get reacquainted with the children?
Of course.
I've missed them, you know.
Yes.
It's been a long time since I've seen them.
Judith, how long are you planning to stay in Houston?
As long as it takes. Well, that's not going to present any problems to you, is it?
Texas. The first part of Texas is brought to you by the first powdered detergent with a full-strength fabric softener built right in. Bold 3. Cleans, softens, controls static. Bold 3.
Not long ago, my only exercise was climbing up and down a stepladder. Today, I'm climbing Eagle Mountain. Boy, have I changed my life for the better. Back then, antique stores were the only place I knew to buy antiques. Now I know what to look for. I get my best buys at yard sales. That's some change. And before I knew better, I had to buy boxes of this and bottles of that to get my laundry clean and soft. But Bold 3 detergent plus fabric softener changed that. Uh-huh. A product that cleans, softens, and controls static cling all in one box. Now that's a change for the better. Oh, I know, only if it works. Well, Bold 3 works. Look at these jeans. Muddy, right? These were just as muddy. Would you ask more from a detergent? And talk about softness. I mean, this feels really soft. Now watch. No sticking, no crackling, no annoying static cling. Would you ask more from your fabric softener? Now that's some change.
A change for the better. Bold 3.
I expect my kids to steal my Safeguard, but my own sister? Wasn't me. I brought my own soap.
You mean you don't know about Safeguard's unbeatable deodorant soap protection?
Or Safeguard's rich lather?
Or the fresh scent?
No, but I'm gonna find out. What about your soap? Most soaps don't lather up this rich, even when they're big. My own sister. My Safeguard isn't safe with anyone.
For the combination of lather and protection, fresh-smelling Safeguard's the smallest soap in the house.
I just thought you were anxious to get back to Boston as soon as possible.
I've nothing there to hold me. I can come and go as I please.
All right, Judith, feel free to stay in Houston.
Thank you, darling.
Where do you plan to stay, Judith?
Here, of course.
Well, you're perfectly welcome to stay here a couple of days. Beyond that, you're going to have to find other accommodations. I'd be glad to help you. There are a lot of fine hotels
Oh, no,
here.
here is just fine. Just fine. There'll have to be some changes made, of course. You allowed John and Vivian to get away with murder. But don't worry. I'll have the house running like clockwork in no time.
I like the way the house is run right now.
Grant, you haven't changed a bit. It's just like your den in Boston. It was always utter chaos. And you'd never let me near it. You were always so afraid I'd disturb your precious papers.
Well, it may have looked chaotic, but I knew where everything was.
Yes, like the day you lost your adding machine. Remember?
Yes, I remember.
We looked all over for it. And where did we finally find it? Under all those papers.
That was a long time ago, Judith. A lot of changes happened in my life since then.
Like Rena Decker?
Yes, like Rena Decker. She means a great deal to me.
I'm happy for you, Grant. Everyone needs someone who means something to them.
Good. Then you will appreciate that your presence in this house would be very disruptive to that relationship.
You don't have to worry about me, darling.
Judith.
I will do everything in my power to keep out of your way. I'm staying here, Grant, close to my children.
Well, I don't have time to discuss it right now. We'll discuss it later.
Whatever you wish, darling, but it won't do any good to discuss it later. I've made up my mind.
Hi, Dad. Hello, Mark.
What's the matter with him?
Hi, Joe.
Lurleen, is that you?
Sure is. Well, I'm glad to see there's a policeman still guarding your door. I see you're making progress.
Mm-hmm. Got me some wheels under me now. Now, it's not a sports car, but it gets real good mileage, you know?
Joe, you're something else.
I'd sure like to have these bandages off, though, because I want to see outside. Is there a window in here?
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
I'd sure like to look at it. The last time that I had a blindfold on like this, I was a little kid playing pin the tail on a donkey, you know?
Joe, I'm sure the doctor's going to take those bandages off just as soon as you're better.
I guess patience isn't exactly one of my virtues. Hey, Lurleen, how about looking out there and tell me what it's like out there today?
Oh, all right. It's a beautiful day. The sky's real clear.
Blue, huh?
Oh, yeah, real blue.
Light or dark blue?
Well, it's kind of in between.
Any clouds?
Yeah. Yeah, there's some over there on the horizon.
Those, big, soft, billowy ones?
Yeah. Real white, real pretty. Oh, and there's a gentle breeze blowing. Oh, I can see it rustling the leaves on the trees downstairs.
I want to be out there. Oh, Lurleen, being cooped up like this just isn't my style, you know?
Joe, you're not going to be in here much longer. I just know it.
You know where I'd really like to be?
Where?
Is out backpacking in the woods somewhere. Or those canyons. I'm an outdoorman. I mean, even when I was a little kid, my parents couldn't keep me cooped up in the house. I'd be out no matter what the weather was.
Yeah, I was like that myself.
Were you?
Yeah. I used to spend all my time playing with the animals over at the Marshall Ranch.
The Marshall Ranch. I used to go out there all the time.
You did?
Yeah, I used to visit Ricky out there a bunch.
How come I never saw you?
Well, now, I don't know.
You must have lived over near Marshall Village.
I lived smack in the middle of Marshall Village. My daddy ran the general store there.
Isn't that something? I used to go in there all the time. That's pretty strange, isn't it?
What's that?
Well, how we were always in the same places and we never knew each other.
So you like being outdoors too, huh?
Oh, I love it. I used to go walking all over my granddaddy's place and the Marshall Ranch. They were right next to each other. There were so many beautiful things to look at. The hills and the animals and the meadows. I just loved all of them.
Well, how come you ended up here in the big city?
Well, right before my granddaddy died, he sold the place. So I was staying with Miss Kate for a while.
Oh, Miss Kate. Isn't she terrific?
Well, she's wonderful. Miss Kate wanted me to stay there, but I didn't want to impose on her. I looked for a job in Marshall Village, but I couldn't find anything. And then Ruby said that she'd help me find a job in Houston. Ruby's partly responsible for me buying the coop. Actually, it was Billy Joe, but Ruby still manages the place.
Do you miss being back there on the ranch?
Oh, yeah, I miss it. Houston's been so hectic, what with me helping Ruby with all her problems and all. I just hadn't had much of a chance to get out there.
I wish we were out there right now.
Joel, I got an idea.
What's that?
I'm gonna go ask the doctor if I can take you outdoors. Would you like that?
Oh, Lurleen, I would like that a whole bunch. All right.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You'll have to forgive your father's rudeness, Mark. He's very upset.
About what?
I think this whole business has finally gotten to him.
It seemed all right this morning.
He's very good at disguising his feelings, Mark. Occasionally he'll show an emotion, but he's going to need us now. We're going to have to be here for him.
You know, Mom, you've been very strong through this whole mess. I admire that.
Thank you, Mark. I've only tried to be supportive of your father. That's all.
I get it. Ruby?
Hi, Mark. I hope you don't mind me dropping by. I stopped by your office at World Oil, and they told me you might be here at home.
Well, come on in. Don't you look good?
Thank you. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Oh, not at all. Let me introduce you to my mom. Mom, this is Ruby Wright. Ruby, this is my mother, Judith.
Hello, Mrs. Wheeler. How very nice to meet you.
Miss Wright. You're the young lady that accompanied Mark to that dreadful place, aren't you?
She sure is, and she was just terrific out there, too. She saved my life more than once.
Mark's just being kind, Mrs. Wheeler. Actually, he was the real hero out there. He took real good care of me.
I'm sure he did.
Mrs. Wheeler, I can't hardly believe it.
Believe what?
Well, that you're Mark's mother. You look a lot more like his sister. I swear you do.
Perfect eggs don't always start with the egg. They start with Silverstone. It's the most durable nonstick surface ever made by DuPont. And just to prove our point, we'll cook some eggs with these letters and still not hurt Silverstone's non-stick performance. See? So no matter what you're making, Make sure you start with Silverstone. Silverstone spells durability.
Renews it.
Renews it. Renews it. Use it. Open renews it a little or a lot.
It all depends on the odors you've got.
Renews it in the closet, open just a touch.
Renews it in the kitchen, open this much. Renews it in the bathroom, open wide.
Helps keep your house smelling fresh and clean inside.
Renews it.
Renews it. Use it.
And we're priced right.
Until this Chef Boyardee pizza cook-off, these women never knew how many great pizzas they could make. They loved Mrs. DeGreve's pepper pizza and Mrs. Letzinger's deli pizza. But with Becky Cordell's Beef Rancher Special, they had to know the recipe.
I start with Chef Boyardee pizza mix. You get fresh dough mix, rich tomato sauce, and lots of cheese. Then I add chopped beef, mozzarella cheese, and mushrooms.
Delicious.
Have your own Chef Boyardee pizza cook-off and see how many delicious pizzas you can create.
Justin, please don't do it.
Darling, there is nothing wrong with doing a little checking up on Hannibal.
Well, now, there may not be anything wrong with it, Justin, but what if he finds out?
Well, what if he does? What is he going to do about it?
I don't know, but I know that it could lead to a lot of trouble.
Donna, I know you don't like this man, but you're letting your emotions get the better of you.
It's not my emotions. I know what a man like Hannibal will do if you cross him.
I'm not worried about Hannibal. I can handle him. And checking up on the background of a business associate is standard business practice.
I still don't like it.
I am not going to let Hannibal step out of his boundaries. I can handle him, and I can take care of my own family.
I know you can. I'm just so worried about you and Gregory. And I don't want Hannibal...
Dawn, everything's going to be all right. Besides, something more important that we have to think about.
What's that?
Well, Gregory's adoption.
What's the matter?
Well, it's not moving fast enough.
Oh, well, now these things take time. You have to have a little patience.
Our lawyer keeps running into a lot of blank walls.
The birth certificate?
That's right. Just doesn't seem to be getting any answers from his inquiries.
Maybe there's something that, I can do about that.
What's that?
I could go to Savannah. I know my way around. I know all my Aunt Hildy's friends. What do you think?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah? You know, if I didn't have any luck in Savannah, I could always go to France if I had to.
Boy, sure speed things up.
Yeah, it really would.
You know how much I'm looking forward to adopting this boy, Ashley.
Oh, no.
Sooner the better.
All right, I'll tell you what. It's settled then. I'll get some things finished up here. And I promise you, Justin, I'll come back with that birth certificate.
I know you will, Donna. When you want something, you go right after it. Just like me. That's why I love you so much. You're a woman of action.
Well, hi, Ricky.
Hey, Billy Joe.
You know, I heard you're back in. When'd you get in, my man?
Well, just a couple of hours ago.
Oh, well, we're all glad you got back safe and sound.
Yeah, thanks. So am I.
You know, you sure had us all going the way you took off like that.
Yeah, I'm real sorry about not telling anybody, but it was just something I couldn't talk about.
Well, it must have been pretty hairy out there from what I heard, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, well, I gotta tell you, at least I've learned something from all this.
What's that?
Well, it made me realize how much that sister of mine means to me.
Hey, you ought to be real proud of Ruby, Billy Joe.
I am. Where is she, by the way? Do you know where she is?
I don't know. You know, I've been sitting here waiting for her myself.
You know, she's probably back at the apartment. I'm gonna give her a call and see when she's coming down. You know?
Billy Joe.
Yeah.
I talked to Vicki Bellman this morning.
I know. She told me you're coming back on the show.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think it's great. I think it's gonna be good to have you back on the show.
Hey, I'm really glad you feel that way.
How can I feel any other way? You're a real talented guy.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
Well, it's the truth.
Listen, if you talk to Ruby, would you tell her that I need to speak to her?
I'll do that. See you later.
Okay.
Oh, and Ricky.
Yeah.
Welcome home, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Okay. Thanks a lot. Take care.
What's going on, Brad?
You've met my mother, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
What'd you think of her?
She's, pleasant woman.
You really found her pleasant?
Why shouldn't I have?
No.
Brad, what's bothering you?
I just hope that now that we're home safely, she takes the next flight back to Boston.
If she doesn't, at least not right away, is that going to cause you a problem?
I don't want to go into it.
I'm sorry, of course I didn't mean to pry.
No, it's just something I can't discuss right now, but maybe soon.
Sure. Well, if you need a friendly ear, I'm here.
Thanks, Rena.
Something else is bothering you, isn't it?
Yes, but this one I don't think you can help me with because it concerns you.
Me?
And Dad.
What about us?
Rena, I'm just frightened of what my mother can do to your relationship.
Listen to me, Brad. Your father and I can handle this thing just fine. Now, if I were you, I'd be thinking about somebody else.
Are you talking about Ricky?
That's exactly who I'm talking about.
Well, you're right. I owe him a lot. He dropped everything to come out there with me. And he put his life on the line more than once. And I just hope I haven't hurt his career.
Oh, I don't think so. So you and Ricky,
are getting along just fine.
Does that mean it's getting serious?
Could be.
Brett, look at me. Brett Wheeler, you're in love with my brother-in-law, aren't you?
I certainly am.
Oh, honey, I'm so happy for you.
My mom always says...
A penny saved is a penny earned.
Right. So I save pennies with this bargain liquid.
A bargain is no bargain if it doesn't do the job.
So I'll use more.
Waste not, want not. Dawn handles more grease for the money.
Are you sure?
Am I your mother? Look, I've washed a sink full of greasy dishes in this average bargain liquid, and Dawn. Now watch. I'll dip 2 clean plates.
The bargain plate looks greasy.
Not Dawn. Dawn stands up to grease, keeps it away from dishes.
Dawn does handle more grease for the money. Dishes look great. Even my hands don't feel greasy.
They'd look even better with a wedding ring.
Next time, call.
Dawn, handle more grease for your money.
Are you using the wrong machine to soften clothes?
I use a liquid in the washer. You should use Bounce in the dryer. My clothes are soft. Here, feel Bounce's softness. Well, that is soft. But my clothes don't cling. Usually, Bounce gets that static cling out better. See? Because Bounce does its thing in the dryer where static starts. Well, my wash smells nice, but not like this. That's fresh. And they'll be fresh smelling longer than your liquid because Bounce's freshness don't get rinsed out. No liquid or sheet has that terrific scent. Guess I've been using the wrong machine. And the wrong softener. For years, but not for long.
Bounce, the right softener for the right machine.
That's very sweet of you to say, Miss Wright, but I hardly think I look like Mark's sister.
Oh, but you do. You look a whole lot younger than I thought you'd look.
Is that so? Well, how old did you think I'd look?
I don't know. Older than you look, I guess. You know, there's something else about you that I admire, too.
What's that?
You're so sleek looking. You know, you're so stylish and elegant. I guess you got a lot of class. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, class.
Thank you. You have a certain indescribable quality yourself, Miss Wright.
Mrs. Wheeler, you don't have to keep calling me Miss Wright. You can just call me Ruby.
Thank you, Ruby.
See? What'd I tell you? I knew you two'd get along famously.
Mrs. Wheeler, I know you're new in town and everything, and if you need anybody to show you around or anything like that, you just call me, okay? Because I know Houston like the back of my hand.
That's very kind of you.
I'd be happy to help you out in any way. Hey, maybe I could even show you around town.
Oh,
that might be fun.
Good. We'll do it. Well, I guess I better be going. Gotta get back to the coop.
Coop? What on earth is the coop?
Oh, that's just this real nice little bar that I work at.
Bar?
Oh, yeah, it's got a lot of atmosphere and everything. You really should come visit sometime.
Thanks for the invitation.
You're welcome. Well, I guess I better go.
Ruby,
Yeah?
haven't you forgotten something?
I don't think so.
Didn't you come here to talk to me?
Oh. Yeah, I did. I got so excited meeting your mother and everything, I just totally forgot. I just wanted to know if I'd see you later.
Sure. See you a little later at the coop, all right?
Okay, good. I look forward to it. Bye, Mrs. Wheeler. Real nice meeting you.
Bye, Ruby.
See you later.
Well, what'd you think?
About what?
Ruby. What do you think about it?
She's different.
That she is.
She has a certain indescribable charm.
Yes, she does. But she's down to earth. That's what I like about her.
I don't like how this is shaping up at all, Adams. We'll have to start covering our tracks.
What do you want to do, Mr. Hannibal?
Get over to Gretchen's apartment as soon as possible.
What for?
Gretchen's dead. I don't want anything found in that apartment that could lead anyone to me.
Yes, sir.
Remove any incriminating evidence. You understand?
I understand, Mr. Hannibal.
Don't let anyone see you enter that apartment.
No, sir.
And Adams?
Yes, sir.
No slip-ups.
Lurleen! You'll never guess what just happened to me.
What, Ruby?
I met somebody.
Who?
Mark's mother. I met his mother, Lurleen.
That's nice, Ruby.
She is one classy lady, too. Someday I want to be just like her. And guess what?
What?
We had a real nice conversation right off the bat. I think she really liked me. I'm even going to show her around town.
That's real nice, Ruby.
Honey, what's the matter with you? You seem real down.
I was just thinking about Joel.
What about him?
Well, he still has those bandages on his eyes, and they won't let him out of the hospital till they do more tests.
That's real tough, honey. But I know Joel's going to pull through. He's going to be okay. I just feel it.
I suppose you're right. I just wish that I could do something to make him feel better now, to cheer him up.
Looks to me like you could use a little cheering up yourself.
Yeah, maybe I could.
You know, I think what you need is something to take your mind off Joel.
Like what?
Well, it might help if you do something constructive, you know, to sort of occupy your time.
Like what, Ruby?
Well, you know, since Gretchen's dead and everything, now might be a really good time for us to go back to her apartment and see if we can find that money she ripped off from me.
No, thank you. You can just count me out. I'm not getting involved in anything like that.
All right, Lurleen, if you don't want to help, you don't have to. I'm not going to pressure you into doing anything you don't want to do.
Now Mrs. Smith's cooking something new.
Nobody cooks like the missus.
Everything's plainly delicious. Nobody makes manicotti like Mrs. Nobody cooks like the Mrs.
Mrs. Smith's crepes, quiche, and new manicotti, made with the quality she's famous for.
Nobody makes a quiche quite like this is. Nobody cooks like the missus.
Try Mrs. Smith's entrees, 'cause
Nobody cooks like the missus.
Theragran says it gives you what you need with 16 vitamins and minerals. Myodex says it gives you what you need with 17 vitamins and minerals. Centrum says it gives you what you need with 21 vitamins and minerals. This gives you more than any of them. Introducing new improved 1-a-day plus minerals. More of what you need. 24 vitamins and minerals in a more complete formula. New 1-a-day plus minerals from Miles Laboratories. The most complete leading vitamin and mineral formula ever.
I'm chewing gum again. It's wonderful. For years I couldn't because gum stuck to my dental work, but now there's Freedent gum. It doesn't stick, so I can enjoy all the pleasures of chewing gum again. The delicious flavor, fresh, clean breath, and refreshing taste, all that's possible again with Freedent gum from Wrigley's. It comes in peppermint and spearmint. You'll love it.
Feel free to chew Freedent.
It won't stick to most dental work.
Freedent gum.
Stay tuned for the next part of Texas.
Uppers, downers, lewd, speed. Is the American dream going up in smoke? Do things really go better with cocaine? An NBC white paper examines our high society Tuesday.
Apartment Furniture Rental, the oldest and largest furniture rental company, is having an everything goes sale. Everything at their clearance centers goes at 40% off. Just look at the price and take 40% off the already low price. Save 40% at all sofas, love seats, chairs. Save 40% at all dinettes. Save 40% at all bedrooms and bedding. Save 40% at all room accessories. Nothing held back, nothing left out. Apartment Furniture Rental's clearance center sale going on now in Southgate, Warren, and Ann Arbor.
For years, Diamond Mortgage has helped homeowners with money problems. Diamond Mortgage can do this because homeowners have borrowing power. Diamond can show you how to use your homeowner's borrowing power to consolidate bills and reduce the burdensome monthly payments that quickly consume a paycheck. If you have a money problem, Diamond can arrange the cash you need to pay off your bills and still have enough left over to do nice things for yourself and your family.
Get the facts about a homeowner's loan. Call Diamond at 557-7040.
When chicken cacciatore is cooked to its savory best, you can practically taste it with your eyes. It's the same with Home Pride Buttertop wheat bread. When you see the rich ingredients like nature's own wheat, bran, and honey, and see how we split the top and add real creamery butter just before baking, you know how delicious this wheat bread is going to taste. Home Pride Buttertop wheat or white, you can practically taste it with your eyes.
Learn how to change your mood tomorrow morning at 9.
And now, the next part of Texas.
Lurleen, if we just go over to Gretchen's house... No, Ruby, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going over there. Every time you say you're only trying to help us, we end up doing something to get ourselves into trouble. I'm going into the office to do some paperwork.
Lurleen, I'm glad you. I've been calling over trying to find Ruby.
Maybe you can talk some sense into her. Hi, Billy Joe.
Oh, I just don't know how glad I am that you're back here safe and sound.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be back.
I really missed you.
Oh, I missed you, too.
For a while there, I didn't think I was going to get a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize?
Well, for the way I acted before you took off, I'm sorry about that. I'm coming down on you so hard. I was so wrapped up in my own problems, I didn't even stop to realize what you were going through.
Joe, you don't have to apologize to me. You got a right to blow off steam whenever you want.
I'm glad you feel that way. I really love you.
Oh, I love you, too. You're the best brother a girl could ever have.
And you're a terrific sister, too. By the way, what was Lurleen talking about?
What do you mean?
Well, she was saying something about me talking sense into you.
Oh, don't worry about Lurleen. You know how she carries on and on about nothing. So how are you needed doing, huh?
Everything's fine. In fact, couldn't be better.
Billy Joe, you're not telling me the truth.
Sure I am. Everything's fine.
Try to fool me, honey. I know you too well. Now, what's bothering you?
Nita's gone out of town on one of her business trips. I guess I just miss her, that's all.
Of course you miss her. It's only natural.
But you know, you're thinking about it the wrong way.
I am?
Yeah. Instead of thinking about how she's gone and everything, you should start thinking about how great it's going to be when she comes back. What a big celebration you can have when she comes home.
I guess you're right. That is a better way of looking at it.
Sure is. That make you feel a little better?
Yeah, it does.
Now, Billy Joe, I don't mean to rush you out of here, but I got all this work to do, and I know you have to go over to the studio, so...
Oh, gee, you're right. I didn't realize it was so late.
Yeah, that's right. We don't want you to be late for the show now.
No, we don't. Bye.
See you later.
Okay. Oh, Ruby. Ricky says he's real anxious to talk to you, that you're supposed to get in touch with him.
I'll talk to him. Now, you get going.
I really love you. Bye-bye.
Take it easy.
Okay.
Lurleen! Lurleen, come out here. I want to talk to you.
These artifacts could be of great scientific significance. It's just frustrating we can't show them to anybody.
Well, Brett, you know how dangerous it would be if we publicized any of these things that you found.
I know, you're right.
Until we find out who is behind Gretchen Randolph, this whole thing has to be kept quiet.
Not only that, we want to make sure World Oil gets the first chance at that oil reserve. If we get it, we'll be in real good shape.
Mark, don't even consider getting that oil. It's too dangerous to drill. I mean, you could cause an explosion to match the hydrogen bomb. That gas could kill millions of people. That's why Miles was so desperate to keep it a secret.
Brett, don't worry about that. We won't do anything until we're sure that it's absolutely safe. Who owns that property, son?
I don't know. I have to check.
All right. Do everything you can to get it for World Oil, will you?
Just on my way to check out the records on that property now.
Mark, before you leave, I want to talk to the both of you.
About what?
Your mother has decided to stay in Houston.
Oh?
Yes, she wants to spend more time with the both of you.
That's okay with me.
What's this going to do to you and Rena?
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'll handle Rena.
But, Dad...
No buts about it. Rena and I will resolve our own situation. You understand that?
Yeah. It doesn't mean I'm happy about it.
What do you want, Ruby? I just wanted to let you know that I'm going. I'm going over to Gretchen's apartment.
I'm not going with you.
I won't be gone long.
Ruby,
What?
aren't you going to pressure me into going with you?
Lurleen, I'm not going to pressure you into doing anything that you don't want to do.
Ruby, wait a minute. I should have my head examined, but I'm going with you.
You don't have to, honey.
I must be crazy. I don't know why I do these things.
Maybe because you want to make sure I'm okay.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Ragu introduces fresh, delicious homemade pizza that's simple as pie to make with new Ragu Pizza Quick Crust Mix and new Pizza Quick Sauce Chunky Style. For crust so fresh, you know it's not frozen. And sauce thick with chunks of tomatoes, peppers, mushrooms. New Ragu Pizza Quick Crust Mix and new Pizza Quick Sauce Chunky Style for homemade pizza simple as pie.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you.
Everyone loves French's, the one and only Sunshine Mustard.
Please don't take my sunshine away. Delicious.
The best part of a Dole pineapple is slices that are the sweetest, tenderest, juiciest. So the best part is the only part you'll find here in Dole, packed in its own juice with no sugar added. This becomes the best part of everything you make with Dole. The color, the flavor, and the texture, all pure Dole. So make sure you get only the best part of the pineapple from Dole.
On Days of Our Lives, Tony and Renee are on the run and unaware they're brother and sister.
Hey, I want you. Meanwhile, will Jessica's love for the Salem Strangler prove fatal?
Jake, all I want is you.
Tonight I plan to show you exactly how I feel about it.
This week on NBC.
Still working?
Yep.
Boy, you've really done a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Gregory?
Mm-hmm.
Gregory,
What?
pay attention. I've got to talk to you about something.
Talked about what?
I'm going to have to go out of town for a few days.
You mean you're gonna leave?
Just for a little while.
But I want you to stay here with me and Marshall.
Now, baby, don't get upset. I'll be right back. It's just for a short trip, I promise.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. I'm going to be back before you know it.
Where are you going?
Savannah. Maybe even France.
To France? What for?
To get your birth certificate.
Well, why do you need my birth certificate?
Because we have to have it so we can adopt you.
Well, can't they just send it to you? Why do you have to go running after it?
Well, see, it's a lot quicker this way. And Justin and I just don't want to wait. See, this will speed things up.
Can I go with you?
No. You have to stay here. Who's going to keep Justin company? Who's going to look after him while I'm gone? Huh? You understand, don't you?
I guess so.
Hey, you know what this means, don't you?
What?
It means that you're going to be our son real soon.
Yeah. You're gonna be my mother real soon.
That's right.
Ashley, love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Hey there, buddy. You want some company? Hey, all right. Yeah, I'm getting bored sitting here talking to myself.
Well, you got that guard out front still.
Yeah, he's keeping the bad guys out, and he's keeping me in.
Hey, you don't sound like you're taking to this easy life.
I'd much rather be out there breathing some fresh air, you know?
Yeah, I know. But it won't be long.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, I brought somebody to see you.
Well, now, I'm hoping it's Brett.
Hello, Joel.
Hey, darling. You still pretty as ever?
I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm. I sure wish I could see it for myself, but they got me wrapped up like a dead-gum mummy here.
Joel, we sure do feel sorry about this whole thing.
Hey, don't do that. You didn't make this happen to me.
Well, we can't help feeling responsible. Hadn't been for us, you wouldn't have gone to High Topah.
I got my own self in this mess. And the point is that y'all got out of it in one piece and everything's okay, you know?
Hey, you still chasing the pretty nurses?
I'd try if I could, but I tell you what, I got something better than a batch of pretty nurses, and that's Lurleen. You know, she's been out here every day, Ricky. Y'all, she is doll.
Yeah, she sure is.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Walker, but we've got to get you downstairs for more tests.
Oh, goody. The human pincushion on another joyride. Y'all gonna stick around?
Yeah, we'll stay right here. We'll wait.
All right. Roll on, sweet angel of mercy. I don't speed past this cop and give us a ticket. You reckless, ain't you?
I sure hope he's gonna be all right. Hey, Brett, what's wrong?
Oh, I just found out some news today I'm not real happy about.
What's that?
My mother's gonna be staying in Houston.
What's wrong with that?
Everything is wrong with that. For one thing, I'm afraid of what she can do to my dad and Rena's relationship.
But don't you think that's something that you ought to let your dad and Rena handle?
I gotta do something.
What you gotta do is let your dad and Rena deal with their own problems. Why don't you concentrate on us?
I do think about us. All the time, I really do.
Ooh, I like that. That's good news.
Now I just wish that's all you thought about.
You know what to do, right, Lurleen? I know, all right. We've been through this before. Remember, I'm an expert by now. This is only going to take 1 minute. Well, that's too long in my book. Would you just keep your eyes peeled? Just shut the door, Lurleen. Shut the door and come here.
What is it?
Look!
Where'd all that money come from?
It's mine.
How could all that money be yours,
I
Ruby?
told you it's my entire life savings.
Ruby, I don't...
Ruby, somebody's out there. I know I hear. What are we gonna do? I know, but I'm not giving up this money again. Let's hide. Oh, here we go again.
Look, all supposed to be bargains. Well, this they liked. This they didn't. This they liked. This they didn't. What good's a bargain they don't like? Take toilet paper. I tried a no name. It wasn't soft enough, and softness is what they like. So I went back to Charmin. It is squeezably soft. It's the real bargain. There's no comparison. Look. Same number of sheets, no name, Charmin. See how much thicker and fluffier Charmin is? This softness they'll like. I wish everything were made like Charmin. A bargain they'll like.
You know how your mother feels about school night dates.
This isn't a date, Graham. We're just studying.
Okay.
Great. Now we gotta wash my pink painter's pants.
I thought this wasn't a date. You get just as dirty now as ever.
I'll croak if they don't get clean. We better use real hot water.
They say wash and warm.
But they're filthy.
Relax. This all-temperature cheer is special. You don't need to use hot water to get things clean. Cheer's made to be tough in any temperature, even warm and cold.
Positive?
Positive. For someone who's just going to study, you're awfully nervous.
These look terrific, Graham. Thanks. He's here. I'm gonna croak.
All temperature cheer. Tough on dirt, even in cooler water. All temperature.
Well, how you doing, partner?
Oh,
Marshall! Well, you are sure in a good mood this afternoon.
You bet I am.
Anything I should know about?
Oh, you do already.
Oh?
It's about Ashley going to Savannah to get my birth certificate and speed up the adoption.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Can't wait for you two to become my real parents.
We're looking forward to you becoming our son, Gregory.
I'm gonna miss Ashley.
Well, that makes two of us, but she's only going to be gone a little while.
Yeah, she said only a few days.
That's right. When she gets back, we can concentrate on being a real family. What do you think about that?
That'll be great.
What's the matter, Gregory?
I was just wondering about something.
Wondering about what?
About Mr. Hannibal.
What about him?
Is he gonna be hanging around here all the time?
You don't really think much of him, do you?
I don't like him at all. Gives me the creeps.
I don't want you to worry about Mr. Hannibal at all. The only reason I let him hang around here is so that I can keep an eye on him. We're going to find out all there is to know about Mr. Hannibal. There's nothing he's ever going to do that will hurt us, any of us.
Thanks, Marshall.
Thanks for what?
for being here and taking care of us. I'm really glad you're going to be my father.
Yes, Mr. Hannibal, please. Ashley Marshall.
Hello, Ashley. How nice to hear from you. Sorry we didn't get much chance to talk this morning. Had a nice meeting with your husband, though. Did he tell you about it?
He told me. Hannibal, look, I have done everything that you have asked me to do. And I'm not sure that you're keeping your end of the bargain.
You're not calling me to give me another lecture, are you, Ashley?
No. I need to see you.
About what?
Something important.
Would you like to discuss it now?
No, not on the phone.
Fine. When do you want to see me, then?
Tonight.
All right. Come over. I'll be waiting for you.
Hi.
Hi. I thought you were going to spend the rest of the day home.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Why are you here?
I got to talk with you.
Oh, boy, there's a problem, hmm?
Yes, we do have a problem.
What kind of problem?
I had a conversation with Judith the moment I got into the house.
Yes?
She's going to stay in Houston.
The same guy who came to see me with that check for Bo's insurance. What's he doing here?
I don't know. But he ain't no insurance man, that's for sure.
Are you sure? I'm sure he's part of Gretchen's gang. How do you know that? Because he held us at gunpoint at this cafe outside Hot Topala. Oh, my goodness, Ruby, what are we gonna do now? I'm gonna tell Mark about it. Come on, he's gonna be real interested to know that guy's back in Houston. Oh.
Stay tuned. Texas will be right back.
You seem upset, Mrs. Anders.
Not really. It's just...
Touch of constipation?
And I'm not thrilled with my laxative.
Try the Overnight Wonder.
X-Lax?
X-Lax pills. Give me your hand. Meet the Overnight Wonder.
It's tiny.
It's all you need. You see, X-Lax pills gently restore your system's own natural rhythm.
So in the morning...
Your own system takes it from there, comfortably.
That's for me.
Unflavored pills or original chocolated, X-Lax is the Overnight Wonder.
Yuck. It was ugly. I didn't want to show my warts to anybody.
Beatrice had warts. Compound W got rid of them.
It was right here. It was terrible. It was disgusting, really. I told my mother about it, and she looked at it. She bought Compound W.
Use daily. Compound W dissolves warts away, quickly, in just days. Prevents spreading, too.
I didn't think it would work, but then I tried it, and it worked.
Compound W gets rid of warts.
It made it disappear. It went away.
It's happening now! Sears Days, a sale as great as its name. With 10 to 50% savings on all furniture and bedding. Half off any size Sears Orthopedic Elegance. Twin size only $99.88. Save a bold $200 on this colonial-style sofa, only $299.88. Sears Special Purchase Towel Value of the Year is the same size and weight as our best $10 towel, yet it's only $3.99. Every day's a value day during Sears Days. For a sale as great as its name, you can count on Sears.
Did she say why she was going to stay in Houston?
Yeah, she wants to spend more time with Mark and Brett.
Will she be staying at your home, Grant?
Yeah, for a couple of days. Beyond that, she's going to have to get her own accommodation. Rena, I know that bothers you.
Of course it bothers me. What about us?
What about us? It's not going to affect our relationship. There's no reason we have to let that happen.
There may be no way of us stopping it.
If all I had was one little spot of greasy dirt, I could use any cleaner full strength. But I get greasy dirt everywhere. So I clean by the bucket with Top Job. It's a fact. No leading liquid works better in water. Take ammonia. It's good for some jobs, but not greasy dirt. See how much better Top Job cleans it? So if you clean greasy dirt by the bucket, switch from ammonia to Top Job. Its cleaning power holds up better underwater.
Inside every Duncan Hines brownie, there's a deep, dark difference.
Sure looks chocolatey. How's it taste?
Deep, dark, and delicious.
Goodness.
The deep, dark difference in a Duncan Hines brownie is its chocolatey moistness. Compared to another leading mix, ours are chocolatier and moister.
Try one. Well.
Deep, dark, delicious. Duncan Hines brownies. Deep, dark, and delicious.
Say hi to Grandma. Oh, Mom, she's such a happy baby.
And comfortable, because Josie wears Love's.
Love's hourglass design fits comfortably.
So these flexible gathers snuggle up gently.
Ordinary diapers sag, leave gaps, but Love's fits comfortably. No sags, no gaps.
Your baby's comfort begins with Love's.
This part of Texas was brought to you by the comfortable diaper. Love's disposable diapers. Starting April 26th, be sure to look for Texas at its new time. Check your local listings.
Thursday, Art Carney and Ray Walston guest star on Fame. Then Arnold stops a holdup.
Just like a hero.
Then will the chief remarry?
I don't want a stepmother.
Give me a break. And a gang leader kills a cop on Hill Street Blues. And Velker puts the blame on Farillo. It all happens Thursday.
be your